I have the pleasure to open the 11th BBC, Bulgarian Bifurcation and Complex Intervention Cases. And I'm really glad and privileged to have all these distinguished faculties which are on the panel, but not only this, there are many still that are here in the room and many more which unfortunately could not manage to come, and they will join us online. I'm really glad to see this many people early in the morning in this room, and we're going to proceed. I will ask, of course, as one of the people who inspires this event, Yves Uvar, and he being our honorary director of the course, together with Robert Gill, to say several words. After that, we will give the floor to Professor Barbato, who is our friend from many years, but for the first time, and probably not was, he's joining this event, and he is a president of FEAPSI, which is really a great honor for us. Yves, please.
Thank you, Valerie, for this introduction. You know, interventional cardiology, or especially or imaging, only began a long time ago. Was the beginning of the last century. It took a lot of time to go from introduction by Forsman on himself of a catheter in heart to preparation of coronary angioplasty with peripheral intervention. From peripheral to coronary took probably 10 years. After that, we suffered a time period that I was working in, was the one without stent, with the problem of night intervention for closure of the dilated vessel. After that arrived stent with their new problems, stent thrombosis, and some. The first stent was not were far from ideal, and suddenly this is accelerated and accelerated. And this is related to, of course, to the work of people that are inventing new technique and designing new devices. But this is also related to the speediness of transmission that we have today. And personally, for transmission of techniques. I think the kind of the format of this kind of meeting is the best. So this is the kind of meeting I prefer. We had in my place in Massy for years and years a meeting of this size, and I have seen that this is very convenient for transmission of knowledge. And I think really that transmission of knowledge is part of the job of each of you. And so that's why I am in this meeting since 11 years, and I was in Bulgaria for other reasons, like transradial approach, for maybe 10 years more. So I feel in Bulgaria, I feel like in my place. So I thank very much the organizer to inviting me again this year. Thank you very much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take care.
Good morning, dear friends. Thank you very much once more for inviting me. Today, I'm in a special position. I'm the Pole. I live in a country which is very close to Ukraine. I am not the politicians. This is not the kind of announcement of any ideas. But please, this is an educational event, but we have to remember that the war is very close. We are responsible for that, what is around of us. This is not the truth that we are without any power. We have the power. The pressure on our politicians should help our friends killing in Ukraine. I'm very sorry, this is very personal. 1 million refugees are in my country. I see their problems every single day. This is real, not just a Toy Story. I'm sorry. That just to coming back to the cause. There are many fathers of successful events. This conference, 12th edition, is a kind of very important, not only from educational point of view, but also to create a group of people with emotionally dedicated and associated with interventional cardiology. We started in Poland a little bit earlier. I had this pleasure to meet Dobrin Vasiliev in my country. We became the friends. Then his friends became my friends. And I will tell you, the great time of cardiology, if so-called developing countries used to cross some stages. At the beginning, we are the heroes. Now, we are the problem, because we need money. We stress the politicians to get more money for development of interventional cardiology, to increase the access to our technologies for the patients. But keep doing, keep digging, as Patrick Serres used to say, because this is also our responsibility. And then the education is so important. We have to remember about young people willing to become interventional cardiology. Therefore, in this faculty, we have a relatively stable number of friends. But I'm very happy that every single year I see new faces, important faces. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, that you decided to come to present the position of AICP. He is the president of AICP. This is very prominent, distinguished people, man, but he decided to come to us. So I wish you get so many special informations, not given by the books, not just discovered by yourself, but you have accelerate your development with the participation in this workshop. So thank you very much once more giving me here, and I wish you full satisfaction from this conference. Emmanuel.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. Yes. I have to thank you actually for hosting me here, not just as a friend, as an interventional cardiologist, but as current president of the European Association of Percutaneous Cardiovascular Intervention. That is what EAPCI stands for. And perhaps we can put on the slides that yes, over there. I'm particularly privileged to share this opening to an event that has become a tradition, to an event of two consolidated group of distinguished colleagues and expert interventional cardiologists. The Bifurcation Club on one side, the Bulgarian Interventional Cardiology Working Group of Society on the other side. These are two branches, I would say, of one common family, which is the European family of interventional cardiology, and that's what EAPCI is about. One of the missions I gave to my term is to keep the European interventional cardiology community as one. This is not a given fact. This is a strive that we are trying to conduct each and every day to prevent a split that we have witnessed in other continents. And we have friends from the other side of the sea who can witness that. So that's what we're trying to do every day. What we try to do every day is also taking care of the next generation, of the younger interventional cardiology colleagues. And that's why I dedicated these few slides to the next generation corner. That's our mission, to reduce the burden of cardiovascular disease through percutaneous cardiovascular intervention. It's our mission, it's your mission, it's our common mission. And we try to achieve this by improving access to all percutaneous cardiovascular intervention, to further advance knowledge, education, standards, and research, to continue to advance transcatheter valve interventions. How do we achieve that? Well, we have several pillars, as you see on the left side of my slide, through membership. If you are not yet, you can become member at any time, by several educational assets, webinars, certification, grants, fellows course, by research and publication assets. We've achieved amazing results there with a very high impact factor at the latest ranking of Eurointervention Journal. We have a textbook, we have the atlas. Through congresses, we have two big international congresses, EuroPCR and PCR London Valve, and through different and several advocacy initiatives. And one of those advocacy initiatives is the EAPCI for Ukraine Forum, which is just along what Robert was telling us, that is, we are not giving up on our responsibility, and responsibility is also belonging to the societies and associations. This is our community, this is us, all of us together, more than 7,000 individuals, 16% women. We are working hard on that. That's in the community, but in the board, we achieved this time, for the first time in the history of EAPCI, even number of male and female representation. So I have many more general and female colonels than soldiers, so I need more soldiers, and that's an open call to the female colleagues in the room to join us and to help us increasing the basis, not just the top. 17% of young interventional cardiologists training, 5% of nurses and allied professionals from all over the world, and I would say 192 countries. This is the executive committee. We are temporary there, just to inform you who we are. I just skipped this, and I want to offer you this particular slide. The EAPCI Fellowship Grants Program. One of the reasons why I really wanted to come over here is to inform you, if you were not aware, of the EAPCI Fellowship Grants Program, which is a 12-month training opportunity that we offer to EAPCI young interventional cardiologists who are willing to embark this career. We offer this grant to support your future cardiovascular development in interventions. These are the features. The call is open till 31st of January, so you're still on time if you want to consider. The online coaching program, there are sometimes barriers in access to the first program, so we also try to invent with some creativity a sort of on-site coaching program. So you stay home, but you are connected with a mentor with whom you can have several conf calls over the year. And of course, we have online courses, and we have certification to close the circle. So with this, I hope I've been equally inspiring like my colleagues were in the previous speech. And I welcome any questions during the coffee break. If you need more information, I'm more than happy to provide you with that. But please own this association. That's your association. That's why I'm here, to re-emphasize this concept. Don't see this as a distant entity. EAPCI is here in Bulgaria, and take it for you. Thank you very much.
So, I would like to thank Professor Barbato for this introduction of European Association of Cardiovascular Interventions. Personally, I'm from the second generation of fellows of EAPCI. I applied my documents in 2006, and actually, I was just second generation. We prepared my documents together with Robert in Warsaw just to apply for grant. And I was granted for that, and I appeared in Warsaw in April 2007, and I spent there quite a lot of time of my life, even more than the period of training. I would like to admire you also about this EAPCI certification. Up to now, I'm the only Bulgarian who is fully certified and completed both parts A and B for certification. And I would like to ask my colleague to please you to apply and to try to take an exam. This is not an easy exam, but it will be very, very useful for everybody in interventional cardiology. And I'm very happy that Professor Barbato is here and we can share with him our needs, let's say so. At the end, I would like to welcome you in the BBC. This is our 11th edition. Actually, it is 12th, but we had to make between 9 and 10th edition that was 9 and 3/4. That was idea of the Valery, who is now concentrated on program. And we made it completely online, but this is why this is 11th edition, otherwise it should be 12th. I'm very happy to see our faculty. This year we have an amazing number of faculty and I think very good program. And I wish you all to enjoy the program. Thank you.
Good morning. It's a great pleasure and privilege to be in front of you today. I'm trying to represent the young interventional community of Bulgaria, and it's really important to work for this Congress because I really believe in education, and we are the future. And I believe this Congress is really valuable for all of us, and we will try to keep this really high level of education. And thank you for coming and enjoy the Congress.
I have to admit that for 12 years, I've always dreamt of being able to deliver a presentation at the BBC. For this year, I'm assigned of reading a welcome address on behalf of the hospital. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 11th Bulgarian Bifurcation and Complex Coronary Interventional course. It's a great honor for Acıbadem City Clinic Tokuda University Hospital to host this prestigious forum. We are proud that with this exceptional perseverance in the last 11 years, the organizers of the course gather distinguished guests and remarkable speakers from more than 10 countries. This invaluable event provides young cardiologists and established specialists with the opportunity to experience the knowledge of proven international experts. Thank you for the efforts and the successful work throughout the years, as well as for the remarkable scientific program. Your efforts are at the heart of the development of invasive cardiology and the treatment we can offer our patients for the sake of their better lives. Good luck with the event. Sincerely yours, Vanelina Mileva, Chief Executive Officer at Acıbadem City Clinic Tokuda University Hospital, Bulgar Susam, Chief Executive Officer. Thank you.
So, thank you, Denica, and I think that we are just in time.